What's up, folks? Thanks for checking out my channel, Big T's Recipes. I'm Tyler, and today I'm making chicken and sausage gumbo. We are in Louisiana. It's snowing outside. I can't think of anything better to warm me up than some great gumbo. Let's check it out. All right, first I'm gonna brown off all of my sausage. I've melted a tablespoon of butter, and this is all going in this pan. We're gonna let this get brown probably 5 to 8 minutes. Drain all the excess fat, so we don't want that in our gumbo later. We'll check this out in just a second. We got our meat browned. I'm going into this strainer here. I'm gonna drain off all this excess fat. I've got a plate with some paper towels underneath. You don't wanna put this stuff down your sink, but get it all in there. We'll get all that fat soaked into those paper towels, and we'll come back to this when we're ready to add our meat to our gumbo. All right, time to make our roux. This is the most important step of this gumbo process. Make sure you got something to drink. Everything's taken care of because you're gonna be right here maybe an hour. First, 2 sticks of butter. I've got my pot on about a medium heat. Our butter has melted. In goes 1 cup of all-purpose flour. We'll start by using a whisk because I want to make sure I get any of these clumps of flour broken up.
So this right here is one of the reasons why I do not enjoy cooking, because I don't want to have to babysit anything. But Tyler loves this stuff, so we just let him do it.
All right, we're stirred our roux now, 45, 50 minutes. I am ready to stop this process, I'll tell you that. I have got a beautiful chocolate colored roux. It looks amazing. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna cut my fire completely off and move this pot off of the hot side of the stove. And I'm going directly in with my vegetables and get that stirred and mixed really well. So here we go. This is probably the best sound of the day. And be careful because that is hot. Look at that. That is pretty. All right, got my pot back on the fire, medium heat. Mixing these veggies with that roux for about 5 minutes or so. I'm gonna start out using 8 cups of my homemade chicken stock. But first, I'm just going in here with 1 cup just to loosen this stuff up. Get that mixed well. We're gonna go in with the additional 7 cups of chicken stock. I'm gonna get this mixed well, then we're gonna add our meat. And 1 whole rotisserie chicken right in as well. Give that a mix. I don't know, we may have plenty of liquid. May add just a little bit, but we'll see. All right, I'm gonna bring my fire to a high heat. I want to get this to a boil, then we're going to add our seasonings. All right, we're starting to get a little bit of a boil. I'm going to go ahead and add my seasonings. I've got 1.5 tablespoons of Cajun seasoning, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, that W sauce. And just a little less than a tablespoon of your favorite hot sauce. Get that mixed well. Once this gets back to a boil, I'm gonna cover it, turn my heat to low, and let this cook for 2 hours. I will come back probably every 30-45 minutes, give it a stir. After an hour, I will taste, see where it needs to be adjusted on the seasoning side of things. All right, we're about at that 1 hour mark. Gonna check this gumbo. Get it good and stirred. Man, this looks good. I wish you could smell this. Oh, we're gonna be in for some good eating. The next step, you see I've got this pot with 6 eggs. I'm gonna turn this to high, get this to a boil. Once it starts boiling, I'm gonna shut the fire off, transfer it to a cool spot on the stove, cover it with a lid, let it steam for 12 to 15 minutes for some perfectly boiled eggs. Now, boiled eggs, why are you making that for gumbo? Years ago, my buddy Dexter Fontenot, who lives down in South Louisiana, his mother Tammy had eggs in her gumbo. It is absolutely incredible. It really just takes this gumbo to the next level. My brother Todd and I have combined recipes, and we use these eggs in a gumbo cooking competition here at our local university. We came in second place our first year, and we came in first the following year. Weren't able to do it this year due to COVID, but hey, we'll be back at it again next year. All right, our eggs are done, the okra's cut. It's time to add. Give this another stir. Man, I can't wait for this. We're just gonna drop these in whole. Be careful, because that's hot. And Megan really likes the egg, so typically 6 does not get us through an entire pot of gumbo. I'll boil more and add them as we need them. Now, you can leave the okra out if you want. I love the flavor, the texture of okra. It also acts as a thickening agent, so it's really gonna bring that gumbo together. We probably got 20, 25 minutes left, and we're gonna be ready to eat. All right, time to make our rice. Very simple, everybody can make rice. I'm doing 1 cup of white rice and 2 cups of our chicken stock. 2-to-1 ratio on rice, white rice. Get our fire turned on and drop about a tablespoon of butter and just a dash of salt. We're gonna let this come to a boil, cover it, turn our heat to low. The bags of rice usually say 10 to 15 minutes. Mine cooks perfectly at 12. So just kind of peek at it, don't lift the lid. Check it, about that 10-minute mark. Once you see it's ready, turn your fire off, remove your pot from the hot part of the stove, let it sit for 5 minutes, and your rice will be ready. We'll see you here in just a second. All right, our chicken and sausage gumbo is done, and man, I cannot wait to dig into this. It almost looks too pretty to eat, but we're gonna do it anyway. I've got to bring in my wife, Megan. She's my #1 taste tester.
I'm back.
So look, one thing I did for this particular bowl for us to sample, I had some boudin in the freezer. I thought, hey, why not? Thawed it out, cooked it. I'm using the stuffing for our rice.
I love boudin, so I'm excited about this. Okay, we're gonna dig in, right?
Yep. Get a little bit of the chicken and sausage in the rice.
All right, cheers.
Cheers. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, that boudin is so good. That's really good.
Yeah, it really takes it up a notch. Mm-hmm. Mixing in that boudin stuffing. But man, the smoked sausage, the tasso, the chicken has really taken on a color of that roux. And I got to go in for one of these eggs. This is a great bite.
I do love the eggs, and I always have him make a few more just because, I don't know, it just gives it a little something extra. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I definitely love the eggs with it. It's
a nice, texture difference. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is great. Really hope you like this. Thanks for checking out my channel. If you learned something new today, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss Big T's next recipe.
And if it wasn't for him, I'd be hungry.
Cheers.
We'll see y'all next time.
Talk test. Hello.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Can you hear the dishwasher? Well, there's Stella making her appearance.
You didn't even see her.
I could hear though. Tick, 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 tick. I can start from there, huh?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, got my pot back on the fire at a medium heat. Stir these veggies.
Stella.
That's good. All right. There's, I was gonna say seafood gumbo.
I don't know that you've ever made seafood
I
gumbo.
put shrimp in it, but that's okay. All right. If you learned something new today, hit that like button.
That's good, babe. That's really good. Babe, what are you doing?
Gumbo season. Perfect weather.
Are you warming yourself up?